back, everybody, and the fashion's on the field, the colours, and as I mentioned a few moments ago, now that the weather has come good this afternoon, the track is absolutely filling up. It's just turning around, having a look now, and it is a huge crowd here today. We had 86,000 in for Howden Victoria Derby on Saturday, and there's that. I reckon I'll leave it a bit more. I reckon we're heading past 90,000 people here at Flemington today. It is just, you can feel the hubbub behind me now. It's just starting to really build the atmosphere as we head towards race 5, the Australian Heritage Cup over 2,800 metres. All right, let's go back out to Elena Dokic now, and Elena's got all the news on fashion on the fields.
I'm here with the 3 winners of the Best Dressed for Melbourne Cup, through to go to the final on Oaks Day. Congratulations. Can you tell me what it means to you to get to the final?
Oh, it's so exciting. There's such a competitive group here, and there's so much colour, and everyone makes so much effort. So when you actually see that your outfit, the effort you put in, gets recognised, it's such a thrill. And yeah, of course, we're absolutely excited. So
can you tell me a little bit about your outfit, the inspiration behind it, and this headpiece as well?
Yeah, so I found this in a boutique in Perth, and then there's a lady who does my millinery, or a couple, but she made this for me earlier in this year, and she nails it every time. I actually haven't met her in person. I would love to meet her. Kim, come out one day.
Amazing. And through to the final for you, what did it mean to just even be a part of it today, but to actually get to the final now on Oaks Day?
It's been like a lot of months planning and putting it all together, so it's actually incredibly rewarding to get to this state and be recognised for all the hard work. There was a lot of beautiful dresses today, so no, I feel very lucky.
Well, here we are, the 3 finalists from Melbourne Cup Day through to the final on Oaks Day.
Good on you, Elena. Great stuff. Beautiful fashion. So colours out here today.
Leading into this event is seeing those golden tickets get snapped up. Parchment Party, the only United States runner we've ever had here. Valiant King doing so in the Bart Cummings. Torrenzino in the Geelong Cup. One Smooth Operator taking out the Moonee Valley Gold Cup. And of course, Half Yours so recently in the Caulfield Cup. And I'm pleased to say one half of the training team for Half Yours, who's one of the fancies here this afternoon. Calvin McAvoy joins us. Calvin, thanks for being here.
No problem.
Always, obviously, I imagine a privilege to be here on Cup Day and have a runner that's a real chance with Jamie Mellum in the saddle. We'll look at the Caulfield Cup in a moment, but just to have the horse here at the track, how's everything been in the lead-up?
Yeah, it's been really good. He's had a faultless preparation, and after the Caulfield Cup, he really bounced through the run, which gave us so much confidence to think that he's got one more big run in him.
Your dad, Tony, has left you to do a lot of the talking into the build-up.
He must be hiding somewhere in the background. I don't know where he is.
I think he's quite happy having you be out in the front and centre of the public eye. Now, here's the horse. He looks lovely and relaxed. You've got to be here, 3 hours before the race, be in the tie-ups and just settle in, but he's pretty used to this all.
Yeah, absolutely. One of his attributes is he's got a fantastic attitude, very relaxed, handles all this no problem at all, and especially when you've got 80 or 100,000 people, a lot of horses can feel the buzz. He's got the best attitude, and he won't worry him at all.
And the funny thing is, this time last year, the horse wasn't even in your stable, was he?
No, he wasn't. We've had him nearly 12 months, and it's been a meteoric rise from the horse, and he's continued to lift the bar.
To the extent that he won the Caulfield Cup last time out. Now, he had a few horses breathing down his neck here, and he has got to carry a 2-kilo penalty coming into the Melbourne Cup. Was he 100% fit there? Was he all out? How much is left in the tank?
No, look, he was 100% fit there. He's been fit for a long time. It was quite a grueling contest, that, and he, unlike second and third, he really had to make a long sustained gallop. Today, 2 Mile Flemington, we'll just be able to let him relax and let him be really strong later. I've got full confidence that he'll run strong 2 Mile.
Should Half Yours salute today. There's some great storylines there. Not only, winning it with your dad. Jamie Mellum would be the second female jockey to do so in the great race as well. History there to be made.
Yeah, well, we're here at HQ. There's plenty of history around, and it's our most famous race in this country. So we're pinching ourselves to have an opportunity, and we're grabbing that opportunity with both hands.
Great to catch up. All the best this afternoon.
Thank you.
How excited. Calvin here with us this afternoon.
I just want to win the Melbourne Cup. And I give up for
By 15, she already had a lot to live up to, with 7 of her brothers and sisters already racing.
I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now.
Number 19, Prince of Penzance. He'll be ridden by a young lady making her second Cup start. Say hello to Michelle Payne.
19, Prince of Penzance. The female rider Michelle Payne up against the boys, taking the mount here. Trained by Darren Weir and, of course, Stevie Payne doing a wonderful job strapping the horse.
About a length and a half further back in the field as Bondi beats Prince of Penzance and Grand Marshal. Barman going for a run on the inside as our Ivanhoe. Coming past the 300 metres, Excess Knowledge went to the lead narrowly. Here's Prince of Penzance coming on down the outside. Prince of Penzance for Michelle Payne. Now Max Dynamite starts to charge home. Prince of Penzance from Max Dynamite. Prince of Penzance, it's history at Flemington. Michelle Payne. Prince of Penzance beats Max Dynamite. Michelle Payne has created history at Flemington. The first lady to win the Melbourne Cup.
It's taken 155 years.
Michelle Payne becoming the first woman in history to bring home the win.
Stuff the man, she showed him how it's done.
Good evening. Michelle Payne has created Melbourne Cup history.
Melbourne Cup never had a finer day.
Extraordinary scenes here in the mounting yard. Michelle Payne with her brother Stevie Payne.
Just so many people to thank. My family, every one of them is a support in their own way, and it's such a chauvinistic sport. I know some of the owners were keen to kick me off. Just want to say to everyone else can get stuff because they think women aren't strong enough, but we just beat the world.
Everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know who I am.
Wow. Michelle just sitting here. Exactly. You're getting a bit misty-eyed. Somebody been cutting up onions around here? I'm not sure what's going on. Michelle, wow. We were saying beforehand, we'll talk about your journey, and we just watched it from the little girl who came up to the Melbourne Cup in 2015 and the ramifications of your win. When you look at that, just what's your first response now?
Oh my God, honestly, it pulled so many heartstrings. It's just so nice to, have worked so hard in a sport that was really, obviously, so male-dominated. I followed through all of my sisters who really paved the way for me and the women who rode with them and before them, and came through in an era where it was actually possible for me to dream of a Melbourne Cup, and I just feel so grateful that I did. I just saw in a previous interview at 9 years old, I said all I wanted to do was win the Melbourne Cup. So I'm really grateful, and it's just unbelievable now to see we have 3 women in the Melbourne Cup. My first ever ride was as a 24-year-old and was the 5th in 150 years, and to now think that we've come so far that we had 4 last year, 3 this year. Times are changing and it's about time.
It's interesting that you said there that the chauvinistic, the male dominance in racing, to now where the VRC speaks glowingly about how gender equitable racing is, from the horses themselves to everybody through. Sheila Laxon wins the Melbourne Cup as a trainer last year. 3 riders today. Jamie Carr, after 149 years, wins the Caulfield Cup 2 weeks ago and is riding the second favourite today. There are more females now apprentice jockeys than there are males. It's been a revolution. Do you ever think that in the 10 years since, have you had time to actually contemplate how big a message that was when you said everyone can get stuffed?
I never thought about it at the time, and it really became apparent to me 5 minutes after I got off Prince of Penzance that day, because I thought this is so much bigger than my dream of just wanting to win a Melbourne Cup from a 5-year-old girl. It meant so much more to the women in racing, and I think it just dawned on me it was the perfect time to say, what I was feeling, and all of those emotions just came out as they did. And as we see here, crossing that finishing line on Prince of Penzance was just the most unbelievable, words can't describe feeling.
And today, your brother Stevie's out here. I mean, that was the second part of the story, was your brother with Down syndrome who strapped the horse, did a sensational job. There he is, and today's out with his new girlfriend and living life and just loving it. I mean, what did it mean for Stevie and the wider community around you?
I think for him to be there on the day and for Darren Weir and the owners to give him that responsibility at that stage, a $6 million race, I think what the message it sent to people with Down syndromes, he's here, as you said, with his girlfriend Catherine, who actually works with Down Syndrome Australia. She's the boss of her sister, which is really cute.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're so capable, you know, they can take on so much more responsibility than they're often given. So to have Stevie there on that day, to then see him go on and play himself in a film, Ride Like a Girl, it just honestly doesn't get any better.
Well, you say these things, you could make a movie out of them, and they did. It was fun. Rachel Griffiths did an amazing job,
She did.
you know, financing and being a major part of it. The Prince of Penzance is here on the course today, I think, so let's have a look at this. Up at the park there. Do you see much of the horse?
I get to see him a lot at this time of year, Eddie. We're always at different functions. He's living now out at Living Legends.
Yeah.
He's looking outstanding. He's 16 years old. He couldn't look any better. I actually feel like he needs to go for a ride. He's a very energetic, athletic horse, so I've asked the guys if I can come out and take him for a ride one day. So looking forward to doing that and partnering him again.
So, Michelle, can you take us back 10 years? When you were past the clock tower and you had plenty of horse, Prince of Penzance had plenty going, when did it dawn on you that, hang on, I'm going to win the Melbourne Cup?
When I hit the front at the 200, I thought, this is it, we're home here. And as a jockey, you never like to go the early crow, but I knew the horse that I had. I was full of running. For something to come over the top of me at that pace we were going was nearly impossible. So I really just enjoyed the moment. I swear he didn't even have to carry me. I was floating on air. I swapped the whip to the left hand, which I was asked afterwards why, and he was angling in, and as a rider, your instincts kick in, and it just balanced him up, and I was then able to coast over the line, give a salute, and just enjoy the moment.
Oh, Michelle, it is one of the great moments. We're at the 165th running of the Melbourne Cup today, and that, well, there might have been as good moments in 165 years, but nothing better. And it's 10 years that we all just enjoy and live. And the change to your life, what does it mean to you from, you know, just in your life in general?
Oh, look, it's been tough. It hasn't all been this fairy tale that you win your dream.
You got badly injured not long after, I think, yeah.
Exactly, but that's life, so you just roll with the punches as you can. But to now be a role model and to sit up here proudly as a Melbourne Cup winner, and we, as we spoke about, have three girls out there representing us today, it's a really special feeling, and I don't take that lightly.
Yeah, Jamie Mellon's been fantastic. You've been a wonderful mentor to her. Celine Gaudray as well on Taranzino. Rachel King on Arapaho. So 3 women in the Cup today, and who knows, 10 years afterwards, it'd be nice to have a girlfriend to go to these reunions with, wouldn't it?
Exactly, Eddie, and something feels special about today, so there's something in the air.
All right, hey, not only are you involved in so many things here on Melbourne Cup Day, but you've been a Pin and Win charity ambassador as well. And the great news is for the Pin and Win this year, the money is going to Ronald McDonald House. Welcome back to the colour. Some flash outs, Fitz. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Maybe thought it was going to rain a bit more than it has, but they are absolutely magnificent. I love those boots, the thigh-high boots. Beautiful colours, beautiful fashions. Crowd is in full flight here at the moment. Weather has opened up nicely. So we're building up now to the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Before we do that, though, race 6, the Kiran Ichiban Plate, a listed race over 1,800 metres. Let's go down to James Bracey and the team for race 6 on Melbourne Cup Day.
Thank you so much, Ed. Seeing that cloud on the horizon, trying to hold it back because it is all about the Cup. One race away and we're there. 7 jockeys have won the Cup before and will be there on the back of one of our 24 runners today. Of course, Kieran McAvoy trying to chase history. No riders ever won 4 before. Mark Zara, form jockey of this meet, from Blake Shinder, Craig Williams, Jai McNeil, J-Mac and Robbie Dolan, one of the real characters, and what a performance that was on Knight's Choice just 12 months ago, and all in readiness for the big one. Alligator With it not too far away, this is your opportunity, Gator, to double down on Buckaroo. Filthy on the run last year, but you think he can go all the way in 2025?
Yeah, look, he didn't have much to go right last year. He seems to be going at least as well as that. I mean, he needs to. He's got 3 kilos more. Here he is in, most likely, the best race leading in, which is, of course, the Cox Plate. And that's Vestistina just up in front of him. He loomed to beat the mighty mare. He was just no match for her. But it's no disrespect. He's running second to her. He beat the rest of them. He draws a gate this time, something that deserted him last year, the luck in running. So I'm with him, but concede. It's a race where we're playing our trifectas and first fours. Be an Australian not to.
Well said. Ali, your confidence in Vauban has not waned at all today, has it?
No, it certainly hasn't. I know this horse quite well now, so this will officially be his 3rd Melbourne Cup, albeit his 1st Melbourne Cup as an Aussie, an honorary Aussie. He hasn't been back to Flemington since we saw him here arguably fail in last year's Cup. Very different scenario this year. He gets cut in the ground. There's perhaps a bit more rain coming, and look at how nice and relaxed he is. The team are happy with him. Had a chat to Blake Shin. He was pleased that I had him on top because he thinks he's a good chance.
All right, let's see what the Eliminator believes and has 24 options to play with. Who pops across? What do we make of it?
Yeah,
Quite a few.
Yeah, we're pretty much on the same page as the computer. We are going to risk Torrenzino, though. I think last year he fits that Knight's Choice profile, which is more the outlier, I think, than the norm. I want to bring in the Northern Hemisphere 3-year-old further as well, given the recent profile of that race, Ali.
I agree with you, Gator. I think we're pretty spot on there.
Give us strength.
So Buckaroo for Gator in the 2025 Lexus Melbourne Cup. For Ali, it's Vauban. Francesca, Presage Nocturne. It was a crush on Saturday. She saw it in the flesh on Sunday, and it is love now at first sight. And Michelle Payne will be joining us later
at the Winning Post enclosure, and have a look at the characters that we've dragged into the Winning Post enclosure. Just having a lovely old day. The champagne is flowing. The food is flowing as well. And what about the spot? You get the best spot to see your horse win. Plenty of fist pumps and some of the best food on track as well. Don't mind if I do a bit of caviar just thank you so much. Might stay here all day actually. Am I right to stay? Thank you.
Got any Clint?